Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday, July 17th. It's up on my desk and a fixture printer. So, getting things ready for this afternoon's, what are we calling this afternoon? Should we call it the town hall? Town hall and Q&A on the new Brother Avenir.
Tell them to carpool.
If you are coming and can carpool, that'll be a good idea. I spoke with the bike shop and our employees will be moving their cars to temporary locations this afternoon.
What does that have to do with the bike shop? Are they moving too?
They're going to move their employee cars
Oh, that's
as well.
awesome. Okay. So we should have parking for you guys. If the parking lot is full, we could double stack them at the end.
Yeah, we can help you park.
We can help you park and we'll figure it out. Or if you look and it's full, you can either park at Chihuahua's, which is
That's
like...
way farther.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
No.
What's going on with your eye? Is your eye itchy?
No.
Did you get pink eye?
Okay. So I went to bed last night at like probably 11.
Jeannie does not know how to meditate.
I don't know how to meditate. I'm not a meditator.
You need to learn how to meditate.
So,
It'd be better for your constitution.
it would be better for my
Could I see your
constitution.
glasses, please?
So, you know what it is? I do not.
She's the
Deal
worst
with jet lag.
person.
I'm so bad. So I went to bed at like 11. And
Not mini golf parking. Like if you park at the mini golf place,
you can't park there.
you will either get towed or get an earful.
So you have to.
You should be able to park in our parking lot.
Or Chihuahuas.
Or Chihuahuas or Starbucks. Like, well,
the other direction.
and like, quite frankly, Starbucks is too far away. It'd be more like the hotel parking. But if you park in the, if you were to park at the miniature golf place, they will freak out.
Yeah, don't park there. You have to park one building past there, or Chihuahuas. Which I walked to Chihuahuas. I was like, I think this is closer, and less of a hassle because you don't have to like.
What are you stuck? Hey. Hi.
So, just so you know, I'm not firing on all cylinders because I was saying I went to bed at 11, and then I woke up and I just kept my eyes shut and I was like, fall back asleep, you can do it, and then I couldn't do it, and I prayed.
The wheels were humming.
The wheels did.
That's the sound her mind makes on most occasions.
So, but I prayed. I go, okay. I didn't look at my phone. I leave it by the bed. I was like, please be like 4:30 or 5:30. Please be 4:30. And I looked, 2:36. So I laid there for probably 45 minutes. I was like, forget it. I'm going to this store. So I came to this store at 3:36. But got so much done because it was just me, myself, and I. And nobody was calling. And I think we're what are you laughing about? Why are you laughing?
I love it when nobody calls.
We love it when nobody calls. But I got a ton done, and we're close to being caught up. There's a couple of things I need to do, but we're really close to being caught up. And with shipping is what I'm talking about. I even got like all the orders from yesterday out. There might be a couple closeout orders that aren't done because we're missing like an item or two. But we are like pretty close to being caught up. So, yeah, that wasn't bad. What? I was like, I'm never gonna
At the
get
cost
caught up.
of Jeannie's health.
No. Tonight, when you wake up on those days where you're like, all you can think is, I can't wait to go to bed. Like, you wake up and your first thought is, I can't wait to go to bed. But I'm trying to.
Days.
You never have those days?
I mean, even when I'm tired, I'm like, this is what I'm going to do today.
So, not me. Today I'm like, I cannot wait to go to bed. But I'm trying to knock myself back onto schedule. So I'm just going to stay up until like 8, 9, and then try to go to bed and hopefully sleep through the night. Because I feel like this is what happens to me when I come back is because the night before I slept like 7.5 hours. I just slept through the whole night.
They say I'm like, it's very important for you to maintain normalcy.
Yeah. So
this
my
is
normalcy,
why she struggles.
My normalcy is being like awake for the whole day, and then I'll go to sleep. And
she went to Korea for a month the year that we bought the store, and then when we got back, like the kids and I, it took us probably 4 or 5 days to like get back into the swing of things. It was like a month. Like I'd hear her like down like cleaning the kitchen or something in the middle of the night, and I'm like, because she can't be disciplined about staying in bed and maintaining your normalcy.
I was getting more and more awake. I was waking up more and more.
Right.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Okay. I'm hoping on Friday, but like I said, sometimes Kimberbell's stuff has been taking longer. They used to send me everything UPS and I'd get it in 2 days, and now they do send some stuff ground advantage.
It comes all
it
different
takes me
methods.
like a week. So I'm hoping to have everything. There are a couple orders that I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna keep it because I should have your needle minders and your tote bags on Friday. So, but I think most everything is out. I'm gonna start the sew along on Friday. I'm gonna do the prep for pumpkins and potions, and then I'm hoping on Monday I can do Hello Sunshine and quilting through the season. Because we can't have those be UFOs, and I need to finish them too. So, but Friday,
you and I need to have a conversation about the next several weeks.
We've got a lot going on.
So, and what we're not gonna do is go right back into all the nonsense that was happening before Jeannie left for vacation as well.
We're not. I mean, that was like, there was a lot going on, and then you got sick.
Well, no, I get it. I'm just saying we aren't, like, you know how you fall back into that is you do the same thing that you were doing before.
I'm not going to fall back into it. We're trying to balance some things in life. I'm struggling a little bit here. Okay, so what do we need to talk about?
So, I mean, obviously we talked about parking this afternoon. We need to talk about classes?
Yeah.
Are all the classes up?
Yep.
So we talked yesterday about the Luminaire classes. We also have on Wednesday, the 31st, we have a Stellaire, that'd be the Stellaire Altair XJ to Altair 2 sewing class is happening at 10:30. So that's Wednesday the 31st, Wednesday of next week. 2 weeks from now. And then on Thursday, August 1st, we have is this like a sewing class for the 3100, 3050, 2400 chorus ballad, etc.? So on Thursday, August 1st, we will have a sewing class for the high-end brother and baby lock machine. So this would be crescendo, aria, 2400, 2500, 2450, 3000, 3050, 3100, etc. Top of the line sewing features. And that is also at 10:30. If you purchased your machine from us, these are gratuit. If you did not, you need to call the store and we can add you to the class at a relatively nominal fee. And then lastly, on Friday, August 2nd, we have the digital dealer Tripunto pillow. And what time is that? 10:30. And that is also at 10:30. So so once again, Thursday, August 1st, this high-end sewing classes. Friday, August 2nd, the digital dealer Tripunto pillow at 10:30.
Which, how cute is this?
And
is
that
this
a
adorable?
sew-along? Is that a Zoom or is that like a sew-along?
It's a Zoom.
Oh, okay, because
It's a
it's
Zoom.
private
Well,
for people that bought it.
all our digital dealers, I think we do are Zooms. And so there's a link for that. And is this so cute or what? So this is going to be the fabric kit that you're going to get with the little honeycomb fabric that goes around. And this is the embroidery, and Tripunto is going to kind of have that raised, you know, how puffy it looks right there. So you can see that with the flowers and with the birds, and it's super cute, and it would look great on a tote, look cute on a t-shirt, whatever you want to put it on. It's absolutely adorable. And can't wait to see what Lynn Geldmeyer does with it, because you know it'll look not like this. It'll look like this, but not really. Because then she'll add something amazing and so cute, and I'm sure there's going to be a bumblebee somewhere on it.
I've decided
something like
you
that.
and I are going to start doing like mindful yoga classes together.
Okay, I will.
I think it would be good for you.
I think it would be great for me. I think I need something like that in my life. It's hard for me to jump off the hamster wheel. Really, really hard for me to do that. But do you want to? Should we talk about my trip just a little bit more?
Sure.
So I did want to talk to you. I was imagining if we did like a little tour, if we did like a little group together, like all the things that we could do, and I was just thinking how much fun it would be. Okay, let's talk about the fabric market. So I filmed, but I think I like would film and then I would stop because I needed to shop. And so when I walked in, my cousin went with me. And there was part of me that was like, oh, I kind of want to go by myself so I can but I was glad that he came with me, and it was so sweet of him.
She needed somebody to carry her stuff.
Because I need somebody, because Patrick wasn't there, so
I'm her mule.
I needed somebody else to carry. No, I mean, but he insisted, not that he didn't, he insisted on carrying it. But he said, let's start at the 4th floor. And I was like, okay, let's start at the 4th floor. And the first place I went, I was like, oh my God. It was like linen galore and like other fabric. For me, like I really love linen. But I was like, this is the first place I'm going. And I said to her, I'm going to look around and then I'm going to come back and I'll shop. And she was like, if you see something, get it. Because you just have to, that's how you have to shop here. And the other thing is, you'll never be able to find me again. Like, you'll not be able to find the stall again. And I was like, oh my God, that was like the best advice, because it is hard to find where you want to be again.
It's because it's non-defined. Like those markets.
That's not true. It would break it up into like A, B, C, or D. So as I spent more and more time there, I was like, oh, okay. So it would say the floor, and then it would say the letter, and then it would say tell the stall number. Because I did need to go back and find some places.
But did the stalls blend in together?
Oh my God.
They kind of blend in
together.
together.
It feels like a maze. You're like, wait a minute, was I just here? How do I get back?
We walked through this.
Do I go left? Do I go right?
We walked through a portion of this area. Kai and I immediately, I was like, I got to get out of here. Like, this obviously is not this trip. This is a decade ago.
So
I was like, you know what? We're going to ruin your trip. So you and Violet go do.
Violet didn't go with me. It was just me.
Oh, did I take Violet too? I forgot that.
Yeah.
So we were like, because it was close to the primary temple, right? Like there was like a temple really close by, because the kids and I just went to the temple. And so we just bailed. But like I don't like shopping, and so like we walked in and like walked through one section, and I was like, this is confusing and overwhelming, and she was and I was like, we're out.
As soon as I walked in, my heart rate went up. I started the adrenaline.
It's not like a relaxing, like, you know.
Your adrenaline starts to go. You were like, oh my God, where do I begin? And you're like, what? That yard of fabric is $6? Then you start to get really excited. You're like, oh my God. And then I realized I didn't bring a big enough suitcase. And I saw somebody who said this is how you have to pack for the trip. Big suitcase with empty, with medium suitcase, empty, with small suitcase, all layered inside. That's how you have to shop.
Well, this is how we packed sending her there, but we had planned to leave the largest suitcase. 10 years ago, we shopped. She shopped. And we came back with so much stuff that her cousin gave her.
What ribbon
your
cousin's
cousin's not watching this, so I can say this. It was an awful bag. It was like a nylon bag on top of a wooden block with 4 like awful casters like that spun around. Like if you've ever had a bad shopping cart, this is a bad shopping cart with 4 bad wheels, which meant I had to like pull it up over my shoulder and carry it because you couldn't drag it along. So we kept that bag for the last 10 years, and I was like, we'll replace the bag with a much nicer one.
Okay, let me answer some of your questions. I'll bring in the flowers that I bought. The ones that I bought that I could put in the Kimberbell kits. And one of them I was like, that was kind of expensive. But I got them anyways. And then I went to another one. I was like, oh, that was super cheap. But then I looked at them. I was like, oh, okay, I get why these were a little bit more pricey than these. Because there's some like pedal pools that I can't get anymore. So I did get some stuff to put in the Flamingo kits and the Home of the Haunt. So I'll bring that stuff in. And I'll bring some of the fabric in too. I didn't get as much as I wanted to get. And as I went through the floors, like I realized, oh my God, this is like all knits and like the most amazing knits. But what you did have to do for the most part, there were some places that had stuff that was like on the roll. Most of the stuff you're going to buy there too is going to be 52 inches, 60 inches, or was it bigger than that? I don't think I got bigger than that. I think it was like 52 to like 60 inches. There wasn't a lot of 45 inch. So, which is kind of nice. You're getting a lot. You're getting more for your money than you'd like normally get. But there was like, and that could have been that it wasn't like even the quilting fabric though. Even that stuff was like it was like bigger. It was on bigger rolls. So, so let me remember to bring in some of that trim. there was like where I went was different than where I went before. And I never even made it into the next grouping of buildings. I didn't even make it there. I was in one grouping of buildings that was 4 floors, and like I went around there. It was trim, it was like curtains on the bottom, it was like pre-made like blankets, things like that. And I think there were some home goods. And then the next floor had, I think it had like knits, and the next floor, but I mean, it didn't just have knits. There was like fur, and there was minky, and there was, I mean, it was just incredible. And the next floor had like more like cottons, and the top floor had like all the linens, but everything else that you want. Like, it had like that puffy quilted stuff that would look so great in bags, jackets. I was like, oh God, if I could have bought some of that too. I looked for vinyl because I was like, they've got to have vinyl here. And I found it the last day when I went to go pick up stuff outside. There were like all like faux leather, vinyl. I mean, it's so much. I never found like zippers. I felt like found some zippers, but like I said, there was a whole nother building I never even made it to, and I don't even know what was beyond that.
So what's crazy to me is like there's really no
There should be like a
sewing
map.
culture. Like there's obviously
Miki Kim's Korean
but there's
from Korea.
No, but like what was super weird was the last time we went to Korea, like her cousins are like, you bought a sewing store? Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like nobody sews. And so you know, there is the business question, right? Of like they have these huge fabric markets. They have these huge markets that sell obviously to
I think a lot of it's sold
sewists,
to
wholessalers and shops kind
like
of thing.
like the people that are making the clothing, like the manufacturer.
Gotcha.
I think a lot of it.
So it's almost like a wholesale market.
I mean,
kind of
I
thing?
bought all that muslin, and or it was gauze. I bought gauze. So I bought all that gauze, and it was did I tell you guys this? How, you know, you're shopping from, I think I told you this, from the little carts. You're like 3 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, and you just because you're not thinking about how much it's going to actually be. They're not cutting it as you go. You don't see it piling up, and she had tons of bags behind in her stall where other people, and it was small stuff. So I don't know, it could be people that are designers making prototypes, and then I'm sure they sell to like people that are manufacturing, like, you know, I mean, because so much stuff is made in Korea, larger quantities of things too. And then there's also a wholesale market that you can go to. I didn't even make it there, where you can buy clothing, and it's for retailers. But you could go in there and, like, as long as you buy 2 of something, you could go in there and shop as well. But I didn't even make it there. I didn't even
She literally
scratch the
called
surface.
me and was like,
I couldn't do
I
it.
can't believe it. I'm shopped out.
I was shopped out. So if we did it, I'd say it'd be something where we like spent a day, then do
Shopping
other
would
fun
have to
stuff.
only be a portion of what you do.
Yeah,
'Cause,
and
like,
then go back
if
a
you're
day
gonna go to
at the end
Korea,
of the trip.
Korea is such a unique experience, and the reality is you really go there to eat.
Well, I mean, you go to there eat, but you go to shop too. You definitely go to shop. I mean, and I did go to like there was a market like next door that had pre-made or ready to wear, like just clothing, and it was very ajima,
Right.
like and I don't know how to like.
It's very like middle-aged lady.
But more to like stuff my aunt would wear, like
Well,
kind
that's
of
what I'm saying.
mismatched.
Like,
But that's kind of the style too.
right.
And then they had a couple of styles where I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. But if you go downstairs, it is all like hair accessories. One store, all hats, scarves, socks, just like all sorts of stuff like that. And it was like you could have just gone forever. You just go forever. Do you pay for your items on each floor? You pay for your items
in the stall,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, everyone is their own shop, and so you pay that individual seller.
So when is Quilty Christmas coming?
Quilty Christmas is August 24th is the official release date, which means auto ship will probably be a little bit before that. It's
Has
either the
stuff been,
24th or the
Has
26th.
stuff been on time, or I feel like a lot of stuff has gotten pushed back?
The only thing that's gotten pushed back is the Pumpkins and Potions needle minder.
Okay.
Everything else has been on time. And so they didn't say anything about this next rollout, so I think everything will be on time. What Flamingo kits? Flamingo Beauties, and which is like one of their pillows. It's like right there. I've never traveled. Your video. It was fun. It was really fun.
So there has been a little bit of a conversation, like even on the way into work today, like it was kind of like, if we were to try to do something like this as a retreat, how would we do it? And our next door neighbor is like a 40-year experience travel agent and does like tons of stuff like this. Like she does retreats, and then she and her husband go on the trip. So I don't know if she's in town. Like I just saw her at the grocery store on Sunday, but they live halftime in the Bay and halftime behind us. And so the next time I see her, I'll ask her the question. It's a part of the question for us. Is it something that we would even really want to take on as an additional responsibility? But it would be super fun.
So much fun this is like the kind of things that we could do. Like I don't know if you know this, but like Korea's, they're huge into skincare, treatments, facial treatments, just like all that kind of stuff. So there's all these viral videos where they do your colors. So I was like, oh, wouldn't that be fun? We could all go get our colors done. We could do some like facial treatments. We could do, they do like stuff like you can get your own concealer made, where they make your own, like they color match your skin, and they do like your concealer and stuff. And of course the food, and of course the shopping. The cafes are incredible. There's just so much to do, but we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out.
This is, we got to get through a product launch before we talk about a retreat
Betty,
for next year.
Are we talking about the 10 and I think I just got those, they're in. So I will pull one aside for you, and we'll reach out to you today. Because like I said, I'm almost kind of caught up. So it's amazing. And
stuff from the Brothers sale, like is arriving in dribs and drabs. So
yeah, I haven't, we're still waiting for 5x7 magnetic hoops. I'm waiting for quilt bars left and right. Haven't gotten those in. We're waiting for 8x12 hoops. So stuff's been ordered, and like Patrick said, it's kind of trickling in. But I want to grab stuff for Betty.
So so we are let's just talk about the next couple of weeks, because
didn't we talk about that?
Did we talk about that yesterday?
Yes.
We did.
Okay. Got a couple of products to pitch that we got in and that I hadn't put up yet. But we've got another Fills and Motifs. And this one is their Teen Kids collection. So here's a little preview of some of the stuff that's going to be in there. And it looks like we've got dinosaurs, robots, and ABCs. So this is up. It's $75 instead of the $99. And this is something that you can add to your fills and motifs on your Luminaire and your Solaris. So if it doesn't have what you want, now you can add to that collection. So that is up. Finally got these in. So I talked to the Martelli people when we had the quilt show, and was it Joellen? She was super sweet. I'm so sorry that I'm not totally remembering her name. But I finally got the Martelli shears, which everyone has said are the best shears.
The best pinking
shears that you can get. So these are on the site. They're normally $59.99. because come on, I know we all have. I have like so many pairs of pinking shears in my collection because none of them are really that great. But everyone says these are the best. So, Michelle, did you use them in your class? I did. They were wonderful. Michelle used them in the class. She said they were absolutely wonderful. So if you have that, like those Kimberbell projects where you're notching it and you're cutting in all of those, you don't have to do that anymore. Just use your pinking shears and just kind of go around it. Isn't that so much easier? So they're $59.99. I pay shipping on these, so they're on sale at 15% off. So we bought 10 sets. If we sell more, we're going to have to order more. But I have my contact now, so
saying she wants a pair.
LaDonna, go on and purchase it on the site. Would be easiest for us.
Way.
Yeah, and it should be at the top of the promotions page. So we got those in. Don't forget we have some fat quarters for the pumpkin and potions, and we're set to ship too. So if you, the people that ordered their pumpkins and potions yesterday, it got sent out yesterday or today. We are back in the swing, so you shouldn't have to wait so long.
And so we're just now really, like, the focus was really getting pumpkins and potions and like the kits that were necessary for the Kimberbell project and stuff like that out. The 10 spool thread stands.
I think I'm one short.
We'll be focusing on sending those out like over the next week or so. Like several of those have gone out, but we got 24 originally, and then the rest of them came in. And we had a couple of other people request them too. So we are...
LaDonna, all your orders have been set except for your tool tote, which isn't here yet. It's going to be here Friday or Tuesday. So, will you be calling me about... Do we have one for Michelle Kelly? Michelle, I don't think I have yours yet. Let me see. And I think... I don't even know if I had you on my listy list.
Maybe in special orders?
Yeah, Patrick didn't tell me. So, Michelle, I'm putting you in there. But I think we filled all that we can. And this is
no,
going to have...
there's like a huge
all
box
gone.
of them up here.
All filled.
The 10 spool thread
All
stands?
filled, Patrick. Yeah, from the old list. And I've been filling them in order from this list. And I was one short. Now 2 short. But I'm putting you on the list, and I think we're going to have another, I think, August, right?
Yeah, we have one in August.
Yeah, so I'll get that for you in the next grouping, Michelle Kelly. We're really wanting to see what you bought. Okay, tomorrow I will give you a little bit of show and tell. The one thing that I didn't get that I'm like, they have the most amazing. I've never bought Liberty of London fabric.
Is
but
there
it
anybody
like,
out front?
What are you talking about? Do you need?
I mean, it's 10.
No. So, there were booths that had the most amazing cotton fabric. That's that like super thin cotton fabric. And I bought like 1 yard and that was it. And I was like, because I just didn't think I had any room. I didn't see the size of the bag that Kai had that I ended up bringing home. And remember, I also picked it up and it felt like a dead body, so I didn't think I could put more in there. But it was so beautiful, and there were a lot of booths that have it. That's one thing that I wish that I had gotten more of. Do you have Miss LaDonna?
Yeah, Kim, we have you down for 2.
I do have you down for 2. Okay, LaDonna, yes, I do have that for you. So, I think I have that for you.
I mean,
Let
I
me
can
make
always
sure.
call LaDonna if she's getting a pair of shears.
So what's
too.
the
I
Friday
can
so
always call her.
along? Okay, Friday I'm gonna do the prep. So Friday's gonna be prep for pumpkins and potions.
And you're doing it from
you guys,
home, right?
I am gonna do it from home. I'm gonna do it in the morning. It's gonna be first thing. Probably gonna do it at 9 o'clock. Can I do it at 9 o'clock?
You can do it whenever you want.
Okay, I'll do it at 9 o'clock, and it's just gonna be the prep. And then we'll kind of talk about what we're gonna do for the. We'll do those on Fridays. So pumpkins and potions is gonna be a Friday thing that we're gonna be working on.
Do you want to talk about those?
Oh yeah, I did want to talk about these. I got these because they were so darn cute. I thought I was buying class 15, but what I got was M, which is what I'm sure I ordered. What I thought I was ordering class 15. These are pre-wound bobbins. These are going to be polyester, so going to be perfect if you have a long arm and you want to use it in your long arm. Or can you use these in like a Bernina? Or do they have to be?
No, the Bernina bobbins are different.
They're not M bobbins?
They're not. They're like a modified M.
They're a modified M.
And they have
Okay,
silver on it.
probably long arm or any machine that you have that is going to take an M bobbin. But I thought these were like so magnificent and fun. And I'll see if I can get the class 15 too for your embroidery. And I just love the colors. But I'm all about the pre-wound bobbins for the quilting. Yes. Yes, Miss LaDonna. Do you have a pen?
I don't.
And we'll put that. Do I have other stuff for you? Miss LaDonna? Yeah, we'll call you today. Are you gonna sew along for Lori? Absolutely. So I really
want. We are gonna move sew-alongs to Friday mornings. Period.
They might be Friday mornings and Friday afternoons, depending on like the projects that we have. So Teresa just asked if we're gonna do a sew-along for the Lori Holt quilt. So I got some of the fabric in because I'm gonna kit it, but I'm gonna kit it with either fat quarters or layer cakes, and then I bought yardage of the fabric that's needed for the background and with the sashing and all of that stuff. So it's coming in right now. I'd say we're gonna do that, but it's not gonna be until end of August or September. So it's coming. It's not coming yet because we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna kit that. No, I think just the book and the spool. Okay, you're good, LaDonna. Anything else? No?
No.
Okay. So I think we got your hoop, Deb.
Oh, did it arrive?
Yeah, we got your hoop. So Patrick will reach out to you.
I'll be calling you the next day or so.
The Lori Holt, and if you're buying the design now, they are sold out until the 29th of August. No, July. So you won't get your design until August. Don't worry about it though. We'll get you your design, and I'm going to shoot for that for September. That will get started, and it'll be the perfect fall project for us to kind of like get involved in. And I haven't forgotten about some of those other projects. I'm kind of collecting other things for us to work on too. Alice, we can get a kit for you. So because they have, I think they have a lap quilt and a wall hanging. So there's going to be 2 different sizes, probably do 2 different kits, and you can kind of decide what fabrics that you're going to need. And I'm not going to be so stringent on going, okay, I'm only going to use this specific fabric that they're calling for. I might repeat a green or something just to make it fit with what we're going to be using, because they are not kidding it. So we're going to get going because we have a lot to do. Patrick says we're going to do our little meeting here, so we've got to get everything cleaned up and ready for you. And we'll see what time, Patrick, are we going to see people?
2:30 to 3.
We'll see you from 2:30 to 3 o'clock for our little informational session. Can't wait to see you. Are you kidding, Kindred? We are kidding Kindred animals too. I just got the 4th fabric in. I'm just kidding the fabric for that, so I will put that together too. So Kindred creatures. And we'll put that together, and I will or will not kit it with the glitter fabric. We'll try and decide that, and we'll see what we have going on. Lot to do here. Finally getting caught up. I can breathe a little bit, and we'll get everything this week. This week is all about catch up. Next week, we'll get into like the kits and the projects that we're going to be working on. Have a great day. Be creative and make something